Hi everyone, I'm Jordan from A State of Health, and I'm happy to be guiding you through today's yoga practice. So wherever you are, see if you can find a nice wide space where you can spread out. If you have a yoga mat, that would be wonderful. You can also use a towel, or you can just practice right on the floor. A couple of things you might want to have handy for today's practice is a blanket. I like having a blanket handy so that we can always support ourselves under different body parts that maybe need a little bit of cushioning to support us if we're not feeling like the body part can rest comfortably on the floor. Sometimes it's also nice to place a folded blanket underneath your knees for poses like our cat and cow. Another thing that can be handy to have by your side during your practice is a yoga block. If you have a yoga block or two, that's wonderful, but if not, don't worry. These can just be sort of complementary to our practice and they're not necessary. However, if you do have something about roughly this size, perhaps a Tupperware container or a couple of books when you put them together, that may be really helpful just to help us get a little bit more support in our practice. However, you don't need any of this stuff to practice yoga because it's really just about tuning within, connecting with your breath, and feeling what's going on in your body in the present moment. So today's practice will be just about that. We'll help to release tension from the physical body, reduce stress from your mind, and really just become present. And in today's climate, we definitely need a little bit more time to just relax and tune in to see what's going on, let go of some of those icky, not so great feelings, as well as stress from the mind and body. And by doing this, we can welcome in more calm, more peace, more centeredness. So I'll invite you to begin by coming into easy pose, which is really whatever seated posture is easy for you that will allow your spine to be relatively straight. Okay, so I prefer to have my legs crisscrossed. This helps to balance me and stabilize me below, but you're also welcome to do most of these poses from a chair. Okay. So if you feel comfortable, go ahead and close your eyes. Take a few deep, slow breaths. Start to bring your awareness inside the body. Notice your seat bones connected to the earth. Whatever other parts of your body are touching the ground. On an exhale, go ahead and lengthen your spine towards the ground. Gently tucking the pelvis under and lengthening the tailbone towards the ground. On a breath in, allow the heart space to float upwards. The crown of the head reaches high towards the ceiling. We keep the chin slightly tucked, parallel to the floor. On an inhale, you can draw the shoulders forward and up towards the ears. On the exhale, roll the shoulders back and drop them down towards the earth. Move through this shoulder roll a couple times, inhaling. Pull the shoulder tips forward and up towards the ears. Exhale, roll the shoulders back and down. We'll do this 3 more times. You may feel or hear some little crunching, maybe this movement isn't so smooth just yet, that's okay. Just be aware. Let the shoulders settle down. Relax your forehead and soften your jaw. See if we can add some feelings of rest in the legs and the hips and the torso. Soften the belly, and on the inhale, let it open up, expanding like a balloon. On the exhale, slowly pull that navel center in and up to let go of all that used up air. On your next inhale, turn your face over towards the left side. And on the exhale, glide the chin across space over towards that right side. And keep moving with the breath, inhaling, letting the head gently glide over towards the left. Exhaling, slowly moving towards the right. Maybe the chin comes close to the shoulder, or maybe this feeling is very restrictive. Wherever you're at, just notice and don't worry about it. Starting to tune into the muscles of the spine, starting from the top of the head, into the neck, the tops of the shoulders, a couple more times, we'll move the chin slowly left and right. As we do so, we're waking up the muscles that support the head and the turning of the head from side to side. Perhaps feeling the scalenes and the side of the neck just gently opening and softening. We'll bring the head back to center. On the inhale, grow tall once more through the spine. On the exhale, drop your chin down to the chest. Start to allow the head to roll over to the left side. As you gently inhale, left ear comes towards left shoulder. Exhaling, roll the chin back down towards the center of the chest. Inhaling, roll the right ear towards the right shoulder. Exhaling, chin comes back to center. Just nice half moon or semicircle movements, very slowly and in sync with the breath. Inhaling as we open the side of the neck, bringing one ear to one shoulder, and exhaling as we drop the head forward and back to center. Stay connected with your breath here, allowing a sense of curiosity to come in. Enjoying the rhythm of your breath as if it were music to your ears. The next time that the chin comes towards the center of the chest, we'll take an inhale here and keep that circling going, lifting the chin up towards the sky and dropping the right ear to the right shoulder, and then exhaling this time as the chin drops down, does that whole semicircle around the chest, and inhaling as we lift the chin up towards the sky. Full 360-degree circles in front of us. And if this movement doesn't feel safe or comfortable for your neck, you can simply draw little circles in the air with your nose. Or if it feels better, you can stay with the semicircles. As you lift the chin up towards the sky, see if you can reach that lower jaw, that lower mandible up towards the sky, giving yourself a little underbite. And then soften the jaw as you drop the chin to the chest. Let's do one more circle in this direction. And when the chin meets the chest again, we'll gently change the direction. Still mindfully breathing in as the chin reaches for the sky, and exhaling as we drop the chin towards the chest. So many of us hold a lot of our tension at the base of our head, in our jaw, in our neck, and our shoulders. So in today's practice, we'll work a lot on releasing tension and stress from the upper body. Let's do one more big circle. And when the chin meets the chest again, just gently inhale, coming back up through our neutral spine. Chin comes parallel to the floor again, and we soften here. Let's bring our hands down to the shins or the ankles if you're seated cross-legged. If your legs are out in front of you, or if you're sitting in a chair or on your heels, just bring your hands to your knees. From here, as we inhale, we'll pull the belly and heart forward, rolling the shoulders back and lifting the head slightly. On the exhale, let's round our back. Tuck your tail under, pull the belly up and in, drop the chin to the chest. Shoulders can even shrug forward. Inhaling, unravel, open the front body, peel the shoulder blades back and away from your chest or your rib cage. Exhaling, round the spine, tucking tailbone to chin. Inhaling, soften the front body, open the heart center, mini back bend. Exhaling, round the spine, soften the back. Move with your own rhythm of breath for a few more rounds. This movement can be as subtle or as exaggerated as feels appropriate in your body today. If any of these postures do not feel comfortable, if there's any pain at all, feel free to make a modification. You can always just lessen the intensity of the posture or come back to a resting pose. The next time that you breathe in and lift your heart, hold the breath in. On the exhale, round the mouth and shoot it out the mouth like a cannon. Exhaling, rounding the back and pulling the belly in. Then draw the breath in. We'll come back to our neutral spine. Let's bring our hands up to our shoulders and we'll grab a hold with the fingers in front and the thumbs behind. We'll see if we can lift the upper arms up to be about parallel to the earth. And this will just ensure that we're not pulling or pushing ourselves into the twist too deeply. On your inhale, let's twist over towards the left side. So the whole upper body from the pelvic bowl all the way up to the base of the head. Twisting over towards that left side. And then on the exhale, twist over towards the right side. Moving gently and steadily. Allowing your own breath rhythm to drive your movement. And as the muscles that support our spine and back begin to loosen up and soften, you may feel that you can increase the pace of your movement using a bit stronger breath. Now we'll inhale back to center. Let's stretch the arms all the way up. Maybe shaking out the hands. Letting that shake come all the way down the arms and into the shoulders, the chest. Maybe into the neck and the rest of the spine. Just feeling into the body, noticing where you could use a little wiggle. Then inhale, reach up again. Exhale, fold forward. Bring the hands to the ground. We'll spread the fingers nice and wide here and then press away from the earth. So extend the arms, let them go nice and long. From here, roll the shoulders back and down. We'll feel the spine get a little bit taller. If this feels a little too intense for your hips or your knees, you can come up onto fingertips and walk those hands in a little bit until you find that perfect spot. We just want to feel the hips pushing down into the earth while the spine is getting that momentum, that sort of boomerang effect. Our hips are reaching down, the spine is reaching up. So we're pressing away from the earth, growing tall. Dip the chin down slightly, looking down at the floor. We'll stay here for one big breath. Sigh it out. And then walk the hands back in, coming to our center. From here, let's let the legs go long. You can paddle out the feet a couple of times if that feels good. We can even place the hands on the mat behind us to support us as we tick-tock the feet back and forth. Just left and right movements. And we don't want to isolate this movement in just the feet, because where's the fun in that? Let's bring it all the way up through the legs. So we want, as the legs and the feet are turning towards the left, we feel that right up inside the hips. And then move from the hips down the thighs, into the lower legs, and the ankles and feet over to the right. So go ahead, tick-tock back and forth. And then we'll settle back in our center. Let's come into staff pose. So we'll bring the hands underneath our shoulders, spreading the finger and pressing the palms into the earth. Your gaze will be forward over your feet. Activate those legs here. So we're going to flex the feet, pulling the toes towards the shins and kicking out through the heels. As we do this, we'll start to, and as we inhale, push away from the floor, dropping the shoulders down away from the ears, and on the exhale, soften the arms and relax. Now, if you're like me and you're short in the arms, you may not actually lift off the floor. That's okay. Inhale, push down, rise up, let your spine get tall, Exhale, soften back down, relaxing the arms. One more time. And exhale, relax, let it go. From here, let's bring the arms out to the sides, in front of you, with the palms facing forward. And on the inhale, we'll open the arms really nice and wide, even drawing them back behind the body. Pull the shoulder blades towards each other as you lift the heart space and gaze upwards. Exhaling, round the back a little bit. Pull the hands back towards each other. Feel the shoulder blades rounding forward. Inhaling, open up that heart space. Lift it up. Peel the shoulder blades back. Exhaling, round the back. Pull those shoulder blades forward as the hands come to touch. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, open, exhale, close. We'll do it pretty rhythmically using a nice strong breath. Engage that core. Really push the air out and soften the belly, bring it in. Exhale, bring the hands together. On the inhale, roll the arms up towards the sky. Have a nice big bend in the knees. And on the exhale, we'll fold forward, rolling over those knees. Bring your hands to the mat with the palms faced up. Maybe your whole upper arm can rest on the mat here. Take the bend in the knees as deep as you want and relax your feet. Drop your chin towards your chest so your head rests between the knees. We'll stay here for 2 rounds of breath, just softening the back, rolling and relaxing those shoulders. On your next inhale, lift the chin. Turn the palms to face down, press away from the earth, and we'll roll back up. Let your legs go long again, and we'll take a few dynamic forward folds with the feet out in front of us. This time we'll activate the legs, so draw the toes towards your shins, press out through those heels. Inhale, lift the arms up, grow tall in your spine. Exhaling, fold forward and down. As the inhale comes, just glide back up, stretching the arms up once again, and exhaling to forward fold. We'll do this 3 more times. And we'll inhale, bring the arms all the way up. On the exhale, touch the palms together, lower the hands down through the center line. We'll twist towards the left side. So take that right palm, pushing it into the left. Resist that by pushing back with the left palm. You'll find that this stabilizes your arms a little bit, creates a little bit more length in your spine. We'll take one more breath in, growing tall here. On the exhale, see if we can twist just a teensy bit deeper, maybe even just imagining that we are. On the inhale, let's come back through center, stretch the arms tall again. Exhale, bring the hands back down through center. This time we'll twist right. Another breath in, we grow tall. Exhaling, we soften into the twist. Then inhaling, let's come back up. Exhale, spread the hands away from each other as you lower them back down. From here, we can bend our knees. We'll come over towards one side, and let's come back onto our hands and our knees. So we'll come into our tabletop position. Tops of the feet can rest on the mat. Knees will be positioned right below your hips. Wrists are right below your shoulders. Spread the fingers wide. Squeeze the mat below you. On the inhale, start to lift the tailbone up. Drop the belly down, the heart pulls forward, and the head lifts slightly. On the exhale, we round the tailbone under, round the whole back, pulling the belly up and in and dropping chin to chest. Inhaling, lift the tailbone, sink the belly down, heart comes forward. Exhaling, rounding the back, tucking tailbone, tucking chin. Move with your own rhythm of breath here. And let's do one more round in both directions. And we'll meet in our tabletop pose with a nice flat back. Eyes are gazing towards the floor. Reach the tailbone and the crown of the head away from each other. From here, we'll tuck our toes under. On the inhale, let's lift our knees away from the floor so hips come to the sky. And we press away from the mat with the arms, rolling ourselves into our downward dog. So hips are nice and high, head is resting between the arms. Let your neck be loose and soft. You can nod your head yes a couple of times to help encourage the softening in the neck. Keep those fingers wide spread, squeezing the mat below you. The heels may want to reach towards the floor, but it's okay if they don't. We want to try to lengthen our legs as much as we can here. And it might be nice to bend one knee, lengthen in the other knee, and then try it on the other side too. We'll come back to our center and our downward dog here, lifting the hips up towards the sky. Let's actually roll onto the balls of the feet, coming onto that forward part just below the toes. And here we'll bend the left knee and lift that right hip up. Almost like we're gonna play peekaboo and look under that right arm, really exaggerating the motion. Your left shoulder might come towards the knee or towards the ground. And then let's roll back through our center. We'll bend the right knee, lift that left hip up, and peekaboo under the other side. Inhale, come back through center, lengthening both knees, staying on the balls of the feet. Let's bend the left knee, lift that right hip up, drop that left shoulder down and under. We're coming into a mini twist here. We'll try it on the other side one more time. Nice. Come back through center. Let's inhale. On the exhale, lower the heels back down towards the floor. Look towards the hands and exhale, sink the knees back down. We're coming into our tabletop pose once again. From here, let's just circle ourselves a little bit. So our hips and our shoulders are moving in sync, and perhaps our rib cage is loosely floating from side to side. You can imagine that you have a little paintbrush attached to the belly button, and we're drawing a big circle on the mat below us. We'll come back to center and then change the direction, circling in the opposite way. Really loosening up that rib cage and getting exaggerated movements in the shoulders and in the hips. We'll come back through center once again. On the inhale, let's sweep that right arm out towards the sky. On the exhale, we'll tuck the right hand underneath the body, sweeping it through that open space, and we'll lower the shoulder down towards the floor. Inhaling, come back up. Bring that right arm out to the right side, and then twist, opening towards the sky. Exhaling, rolling the arm down and through. One more time, we'll unravel, bringing that right arm back and up. On the exhale, this time we'll tuck it under the body, bringing it through the left arm, and then we can lower ourselves onto that right shoulder. The hips will stay in the air. And perhaps the head can rest on the floor. If this feels comfortable for you, you're welcome to take that left hand off the mat, reach it up towards the sky, bend at the elbow, and let the hand rest on the lower back or on the hips. We'll stay here for 3 big breaths. On that next exhale, begin to bring that left hand back to the mat if you have lifted it off. On the inhale, gently press away from the floor, and we'll start to draw that right arm back under the body. One last time, let's unravel. Reach that right arm towards the right side and up towards the sky, and then exhale, bring that hand back to the mat. If you like, you can loosen up the spine a little bit here with a bit of cat and cow. If it feels good, you can wiggle, bringing right shoulder towards right hip, and then left shoulder towards left hip. And then we'll try it on the other side. So on the inhale, sweep that left hand out to the left side and up overhead. Exhaling, carry the arm down and under that right side, lowering the left shoulder towards the floor. Don't let it rest there though. We're coming all the way back out. Inhaling, exhaling, tucking it under and through, lowering down. One last time. Inhale, rise up, and on the exhale, carry it under and through. Finally, we'll rest here on the left shoulder and press your cheek and head onto the earth. Now, if you tried it on the other side, you're welcome to bring the right arm up towards the sky. Turn it so the back of the hand can rest on the lower back or the hips. Keep those hips up into the sky as much as you can. We'll stay here for 3 big breaths. On your next exhale, bring that right hand back onto the earth. Inhaling, gently press away from the ground. Bring that left hand out to the side and up to the sky one last time. And then exhale, lower it back down to the mat. Now from here, let's come onto forearms, and we'll try to keep the hips up in the air as we come into our puppy pose. So you can rest the tops of the feet on the mat for this one, and just start to walk the hands forward. So we will straighten the arms here. Spread the fingers nice and wide, and then relax your heart and your head down towards the mat. So you want to just keep the hips up in the sky as you lower your upper body towards the floor. Perhaps your forearms and your elbows come to rest on the mat. That would be lovely. And if you need a little bit of assistance here, now's a great time to bring that blanket into your practice. Let your arms and head rest on the blanket. And stay here for one more big breath. And sigh it out. On the inhale, begin to lift the head away from the floor. We'll start to walk the hands in until we come back to our table pose. From here, we'll sit the hips back onto the heels. We'll just roll the shoulders up towards the ears with the inhale, and exhale, roll the shoulders back and down. Just checking in with them again and noticing if perhaps they feel a little bit more easy to maneuver in this circling direction than they did at the beginning of our practice. From here, let us begin to prepare for Shavasana. So you can come to lie on your back on the mat. I suggest for this practice that we bring our arms out to the sides, perhaps bending at the elbows or letting the arms go all the way out into a nice big T shape. From here, it might be nice to just pull the shoulder blades towards each other and then press your upper back down, your middle back, and your lower back down. Sometimes it's nice to place a rolled up or folded blanket underneath the knees for Shavasana, just to help support that lower back. Let your legs spread out, let your fingers relax, arms can be soft. We'll relax the legs, the hips. Relax your belly. Relax your back. Soften your chest. Relax your shoulders. Let your arms be soft. Soften your jaw, your eyes. Relax your ears, your forehead. Relax the sides of your head, the back of your head, and the crown of your head. Big breath in and sigh it out. Taking in a few moments of rest in silence. your room, wherever you're practicing. Feeling the earth below you. Feel the breath moving your body. Begin to deepen your breath. And gently start to awaken the body by wiggling your fingers and your toes. Reach the arms overhead and give yourself a full body stretch. You can bend your knees, planting the feet on the floor. Let your knees loosely tick-tock left and right. Gently massaging the hips and the lower back. Bring the knees back through center and hug them in towards the chest, wrapping your arms around the legs or perhaps grasping your knees. From here, just gently sway side to side. Continue to connect with your breath. And when we come back to our center, let's lift the chin up towards the chest. Let us give a little squeeze here, tucking the nose towards the knees. And then inhaling, softening, relaxing the head onto the floor, the feet onto the floor. Roll the feet or the knees and the rest of your body onto the left side. From here, just cradle your face in your arm. Take a moment to think of a little blessing to offer yourself, or perhaps an intention that you'd like to set for the rest of your day. When you feel ready, gently press into the floor, lifting the body up, and we'll find our way back to easy pose. So if we find our comfortable seat, we'll pause here and just sense and feel within the body. Noticing if there's any tension anywhere, noticing where you're soft and relaxed. Notice the quality of your breath, and if there are any emotions that you're experiencing right now. We'll close our practice by lifting the arms up as we inhale, pressing the palms into one another, and exhale as we lower the hands down to the heart. We'll gently tuck the chin under and close the eyes. Offer yourself gratitude for practicing today. Thank you for taking time for self-care. May you be well, may you be at ease, and may you go through the rest of your day with a little bit less stress and tension. From the most sacred place in me, I honor that in you. Namaste.